Before you even think about stepping onto a plane, there's a reality most travelers never question, and it could decide whether your trip is smooth, stressful, or outrageously expensive. Airlines want you to scramble for the gate, but what if boarding last is actually your ticket to a calmer, cheaper, and even safer flight? With today's crowded cabins, hidden fees, and overhead bins that just doubled in capacity, the old rules don't work. And the consequences for missing these secrets can cost you time, money, and comfort. Why are so few talking about the strategies every insider uses, and what happens if you get them wrong? Don't board the plane without knowing this, because the truth is about to upend everything you thought about flying. Passengers crowded the gate, clutching bags and eyeing the overhead bins as if every flight is a race for space. But the numbers tell a different story. On modern jets like the Boeing 737 MAX and Airbus A321neo, overhead storage has jumped by nearly 50% in just a few years. Boeing's space bins fit 6 standard roller bags, where only 4 used to squeeze in, and Airbus's XL bins can handle 8 instead of 5. United and American now fly with these bins on most of their narrow-body fleets, and Alaska Airlines has them on over half its planes. The math finally makes sense. 1 bag per person, every seat covered. Yet airlines still bank on the fear of missing out. Condor charges $6 to reserve a bin spot, and other carriers push priority boarding for a fee, all feeding the illusion that space will run out. But with these new bins, the scramble is mostly theater. If you're flying with a standard carry-on, waiting until the final call doesn't mean losing your spot. It means skipping the stress and avoiding the slow shuffle down the aisle. And if, by chance, there's no room left above your row, most airlines will check your bag at the gate for free. The reality: the calmest travelers are often the last to board, walking straight to their seat while others wrestle overhead. The bin panic? It's engineered, not inevitable. Picking your seat is not just about window versus aisle. The real advantage comes from knowing where the plane itself does the work for you. Seats directly over the wings are not just quieter, they are also the smoothest ride in rough air. That is because the wings act as a natural shock absorber, with the center of lift located right beneath those rows. Studies on commercial jets show that passengers seated over the wings experience up to 40% less vertical motion during turbulence compared to the tail or nose. If you are sensitive to bumps, that is the spot to target. But timing matters just as much as location. Airlines release unsold premium seats and extra legroom spots back into the seat map 24 to 48 hours before departure. This is when you will find sudden openings in the most stable rows, often for no extra fee. Set a calendar reminder to check the seat map again a day or two before your flight, especially if you booked months in advance. There is another trick seasoned travelers use: flying on the right days. Tuesday and Wednesday flights run with lighter loads, often 10% fewer passengers than Fridays or Sundays. That means more empty seats nearby, a better shot at snagging a row to yourself, and less competition for those prime wing spots. When you combine smart timing with strategic seat selection, you are not just taking a seat, you are stacking the odds for a calmer, more comfortable flight. European budget airlines have turned bag size into a science, and the penalties for guessing wrong can ruin any savings. Ryanair's sizer at the gate is unforgiving: 40 by 20 by 25 centimeters, no exceptions. If your bag doesn't fit, agents will demand a card swipe for £48, often more than the ticket itself. EasyJet's limit is 45 by 36 by 20, but the fine for going over is the same. And agents are trained to spot even a bulging zipper. Travelers hoping to sneak a backpack or soft-sided tote past the line risk being stopped on the spot, with no chance to rearrange or plead. The only safe move: measure your bag at home, pack to the exact centimeter, and double-check the airline's current rules before you leave. In Europe, precision isn't optional. It's the price for beating the budget trap. Boarding order is not just about luck or elite status. In North America, airlines run a boarding group hierarchy that is more puzzle than privilege. American Airlines stretches it to 9 groups, but there is a way to move up without paying extra. Checking in online exactly 24 hours before departure often unlocks better group placement, especially on Southwest, where seat selection is first come, first served. Credit cards linked to an airline can bump you into earlier groups, sometimes even for free. Families with kids under 12 get a shortcut with TSA PreCheck. They can join the expedited lane at no extra cost, even if only one parent is enrolled. The real trick is knowing the chart. Group numbers, credit perks, and timing all stack up. Crack the code, and you can skip the back of the line without breaking the rules. In Tokyo, a Japan Airlines A350-900 can board 369 passengers in just 15 minutes. The secret is not just technology, it is culture and choreography. Passengers actually wait for their group. Gate agents run the clock, and every bag fits because rules are enforced down to the centimeter. Meanwhile, in Dubai, Emirates business and first-class passengers step into BMs or limos for a complimentary ride, up to 50 miles from the airport in most cities, unlimited across the United Arab Emirates, and up to 75 miles out of London. No other airline covers so much ground. But luxury is not just about the ride. True control comes from your phone. Airlines like JAL and Emirates push live alerts the moment a gate changes, beating static airport screens and letting you move before the crowd even notices. With the right apps, you will know when boarding starts, when upgrades drop, and if your flight has moved 3 terminals away. That is how you travel like an insider, first to the car, last on the plane, and always a step ahead. Airbus and Boeing data confirm that new space bins increase overhead capacity by up to 50%. Yet airlines like Condor charge up to $6 to reserve guaranteed space. Across Europe, Ryanair's 40 by 20 by 25 centimeter rule and EasyJet's 48-pound gate fee show how penalties are designed to catch unprepared travelers. In North America, American Airlines' 9-group boarding and Southwest's 24-hour check-in system reward precise timing and knowledge. Japan Airlines routinely boards 369 passengers in just 15 minutes, while Emirates offers complimentary chauffeur service within a set radius for premium flyers. Despite these documented facts, the exact algorithms airlines use to reassign seats or trigger upgrades remain proprietary. The pace of change in mobile app alerts and boarding policies means even seasoned travelers must keep adapting. What's clear? Every stage of boarding is engineered, from urgency cues at the gate to digital push notifications, to shape passenger behavior. For travelers willing to research and plan, the evidence shows that comfort, savings, and speed are not luck. They're the result of strategy,